The world of RuneScape is divided by these squares, known as chunks, that are 64 by 64 tiles, each with their own set of grinds and challenges, whether that is skilling to use an item, bossing for a certain drop, or doing minigames to unlock all the uniques it has to offer. But what if you were to complete RuneScape by doing everything available in that chunk, one chunk at a time? That's me, Bean Chunkin, and welcome to my Xtreme one chunk Ironman journey where we unlock RuneScape one chunk at a time. Good morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you may be, it is time for a new episode. And straight after the next day getting 65 firemaking with my firemaking challenge, Jagex decides to throw me another firemaking challenge, as well as a fletching, just to add on top of it, two skills that aren't useful at the moment. I appreciate the thieving one, because we can do that pretty nicely. I'm almost 30 thieving as well, so we get that right here. Beautiful. And now we'll get this challenge done. I do appreciate the free challenges for today at least, because I want more Shattered Amina. You can't have enough of it, especially with that chunk being so close. Well, so the more I can get stockpiled with the weekly challenges, the better. So, thieving challenge done. Flame. Another thieving level. Nice. We're almost. Oh, quadruple. Was that quadruple loot from men? Triple from farmers, a double from H.A.M. Okay. Quadruple from men. Nice. Blackjacking. I never knew blackjacking was this low. I always thought it was like 50 thieving. Wow, that took longer than I anticipated. Men and women really suck for XP, which is bad because I'm pretty sure they're my best source of herbs, so I'll be killing them a lot. And I'm not going to be getting much combat XP from it either. So, that's not the greatest, but we'll have to just make do with what we've got. Now, looking at my chunk picker tasks, we've got a lot of just random, easy diary tasks to do. So I thought, let's just get a bunch of them done out of the way, and then fill up my chunk tasks with a bit more green. So let's get right on to it. So first things first, let's play the organ. Oh wow, I was not anticipating a loading screen. It's not the same when there's no sounds, is there? And that should be done. Chunk task done. Next, we'll ring the bell from up here. Confuse the Lumbridge citizens why the bell is ringing at this time. You ring the church bell, confusing the citizens of Lumbridge. I bet. Another task completed. Ring my bell. Next, we gotta talk to the Lumbridge sage. And then afterwards, the Doomslayer. I don't think we need to say anything. Yep. And to you, Doom. Where? Everywhere. And he just tells us if we want to turn on and off the Doom messages whenever you go to the wilderness or any kind of dangerous place. Now I think there's a task to light the on top of the gatehouse. So let's do that. Right. There we go. There's another one. Got another task to make some soft clay. There's fish a pike. There's one to fish a salmon, but we don't have the fishing level yet. I've just been doing those with daily fishing challenges at the moment, slowly getting it higher and higher. Slowly but surely. So let's grab some clay that we gained from killing a bunch of imps. We need to do one. I think it gives us 1 crafting XP as well, so I do have enough for a couple crafting levels just from adding water to clay. My main plan, there we go, just add water. My main plan with crafting was to cut gems from the H.A.M members, as I think opals require 0, or technically 1 crafting to get them. Next we'll get a bunch of best in slots from our Slayer Master Jacqueline. I can't wear them, but the task is to obtain them, so we can just do that off the bat. So a mirror shield being our best in slot offhand, broad arrows for our best in slot range, a leaf bladed spear for our best in slot melee, and then the spiny helm, another best in slot for helmet, slayer staff for mage, nose peg for slayer, and then you can actually use the spike glove, so I'm going to grab them. And then a witchwood icon for our best in slot amulet, and insulated boots for our best in slot legs. And I believe that is everything. Not legs, I mean feet. You know what I meant. Lastly on our visit is Bob for our best in slot range gear, as Bob's axes not only does hatchets, they also do throwing axes and battle axes. We don't need a battle axe due to the leaf spear being our best in slot. We will do later on as our best melee that we can actually use. But now we're just ticking off tasks. We just need the throwing axes for our best range offhand and main hand. Oh, now I've got to get to the chunk picker and start ticking these bad boys off. I'm going to be here for a good 30 seconds figuring out what I've just got. Okie dokie, actually it seems like I do need the adamant battle axes, as the spear is best in slot 2 hands. And these will be best in slot dual wields. So there we go, another 2 tasks completed. We also have another task to burn a yew log at the same place we burnt a willow log for the diary. So let's just get this one done for a hard step, because the Lumbridge diary doesn't have an elite step. It only goes up to hards, funny enough. But there we go. Now I think I'm out of easy tasks to do. Okay, last time I promised. You know what they say, 3rd time's the charm. Talk to the Duke, boom. Last achievement task, done. 40 prayer, missed it because I had to turn off my fan because I didn't realise that it picks it up in the clips whenever I'm talking, quite like the mouse clicking. So typical, just on autopilot, just killing men and women. Gathering my herbs, gathering the beads from the imp that spawns over here. We're currently on around 2600 mage XP an hour and 850 HP. It's not that great for combat XP, but it is best for herbs and for prayers. It is what it is. I really need more secondaries, so I'll be doing this for quite a long time. Oh, and that's 50 magic. That's a very nice milestone to get. If we had the Slayer level, we could get the Slayer staff, but unfortunately, it's a bit impossible to get 50 Slayer due to the limited creatures we have access to that Jacqueline assigns. I'm surprised how much you unlock for 50 Slayer, especially the Wizard Mind Bomb, because you don't see anything like the sort with other, like, boosts. I wonder why the Wizard Mind Bomb is unique to that. 20 farming, all from raking the little patch. Hello, Connor. If you don't believe me, look at my stack of weed. And it's gonna keep growing. I missed Protect Mage. I was too late for Protect Range. But for Protect Melee, we've got the clip. Just 2 more and then that is prayer goal sorted. Speaking of goals, a lot of people ask me about the golden fish egg grind and how I'm going to deal with that. In my opinion, the Herbloat grind is way worse than the golden fish egg grind. And the reason for that is, I have a bit of a plan for the golden fish eggs that I have dubbed the H.A.M plan. After spending more time on the wiki than seeing my family, it's time to execute the plan. So the H.A.M plan works like this. Whenever you get caught pickpocketing a H.A.M member, you'll get hit just like in any other thieving activity. But in the H.A.M hideout, there is another mechanic where upon failing, there is a chance that you'll get a concussion. If you get 3 concussions, you'll either be thrown out of the hideout or into the jail. Having a high agility level gives a decent chance to dodge the concussion attack, which results into just a normal failed pickpocket. These don't count towards the concussion counter, so if you do dodge it, you don't have to worry about it going up to 3 times, you're still 0 out of 3. So, as long as I don't let my concussion counter hit 3, there is no risk of me being thrown out of my chunk. Now, of course, I'm not going to test this on my chunk account, as the RuneScape 3 wiki is a bit unsure about all this information. And all this information I found out so far is from the old school wiki. So it's time to test it. So I did what anyone else would do and bonded up an account, got 15 thieving, and began testing. I get concussed, I get kicked out. So we get 3, we get kicked out or a chance to go into the jail. Now, what if we do 2? What if we do 2 and then leave, like the wiki says? There's 1. 2, yeah, slightly concussed, slightly concussed. Now we leave. Re-enter, and in theory, our concussion count should be reset back to 0. So, if it hasn't, we should still be 2 out of 3, and if we get concussed again, we get either thrown out or put into the jail. But if it has reset, we can now do it another 2 times, and nothing will happen. So let's do this again. There's 1. There's 2. So technically we're 4 out of 3. Because we haven't been kicked out yet. So we're 2 out of 3 again. We leave. Do this to keep track. Picklock it again. Let's thieve another 2 times. Pocket. You feel slightly concussed from the blow. There's 1. You feel slightly concussed. There's 2. Then if we get concussed again, we get kicked out, don't we? Pick the pocket. You pick her pocket. Yeah. So I can thieve H.A.M members. All I have to do is just leave after getting the 2 concussion messages, and then it will reset back to 0, just like what the old school wiki says. As long as I don't AFK it and get concussed 3 times, I can keep thieving these guys. There are chances where your agility level will protect you, because I was testing it on another account. I had 90 agility and I just kept getting hit, but the agility dodges the chance of getting concussed, which doesn't count towards the 3 times before you get kicked out. And it scales as well. The wiki has a scale that I'll probably show on the screen now. So we can just keep doing this. You feel slightly concussed. Do it again. You feel slightly concussed. And then we'll just leave. As long as I'm paying attention, we'll just leave. And then it will reset back to 0 out of 3. This is actually insane. This will make getting feathers so much easier. Because let's face it, you can get quadruple loot from H.A.M members. You can't get quadruple feathers from a H.A.M guard. Plus, with my thieving scaling higher and higher, it will be quicker and quicker to get feathers. Because let's face it, I'll be killing H.A.M guards. I'll be thieving H.A.M members way faster than I could kill a H.A.M guard. Because my best will be using melee on them. So we've taken the factor of quadruple loot and it being faster. This should make the golden fish egg grind so much easier for myself. And I can go kill other things for better XP rates to get my levels in combat. As goblins literally give half the XP of H.A.M guards, but they also have half the HP. But they also do like a 10th of the max hit as well. So, killing goblins will be so much faster and the more dense as well, the more densely populated. So this is huge for the account. Like, this is actually huge. Now then, now that we know that the H.A.M plan works, let's go through the other things that the H.A.M members can give to us. They can drop a bunch of stuff that can get our crafting up, like thread, to use on all the impide that we've accumulated by collecting beads, as well as it's needed for our best in slot magic gear, the spider silk set, uncut opals and jades that can be useful when I unlock silver, and a means to enchant them, buttons as well that can give a small amount of crafting XP every time we polish them. They can also give us some low-level herbs that include grimy guams, merentils and teramins, which will help us with our monstrous herblo grind. Steel arrows, which are our best arrows that we have available in the chunk that we can actually use, as broad arrows have that slay requirement. Coal and iron spirits that can be very useful if we hit the West Lumbridge swamp chunk that is only 2 chunks away, as that requires us to mine a ton of iron and coal so to get to 99 smithing for masterwork rivets. And lastly, easy clues. H.A.M members are one of, if not the best way to get easy clues in RuneScape, and they can give us a few things that could help us quite nicely. There are the combos, the higher tier the better of course, that we can use the steel arrows that we said earlier with. And the magic combo is a tier 50 range weapon, so it would be a very useful weapon to get if we get lucky. An amulet of magic that would be our best in slot for magic for a long time. Black armor trimmed and all its other cosmetic variants would be an upgrade as well, though it would be a small one, but nonetheless an upgrade. And lastly, studded armor, which would be our only range gear we have available in our current chunk. So for the H.A.M plan to be working efficiently, we'll need a decent amount of thieving levels before we get stuck into it. So let's start getting some thieving levels. We need, I think, what is it, 68? Yeah, we need 68 anyway for the quadruple loot from the master farmers. So if we get around 60-ish, we could, that should give us a good chance to thieve them semi-efficiently. Oh, triple as well. perfect. So I decided to move to vegetable stores. They are 6 XP less XP than bakery, but sitting here, I don't get kicked off it by the market guards or the master farmers. So it really helps out by making it way more chill. Plus, I am 1 chunk away from a dairy churn. The one up north, the farm up north has a dairy churn, and with that I could make potato and cheese, which would be like a really good source of food. If I think it was around like 1,200 or something. It's pretty good. With the tomatoes I could make pizzas as well, and I have anchovies from the H.A.M hideout, so anchovy pizzas, another good source of food. I think they heal like the same as a salmon. I'm not too sure about food values in this game, I would have to double check. But if it heals the same as a salmon, I've pretty much got double salmon. And pretty much salmon is the best one-eat food I've got at the moment in this chunk. I can do a lot more niche things with some of these stuff. I think with garlic I can make chili potatoes. And cabbages I can make garden pies. But they're not as important at the moment. And I think it would take way too long to make chili potatoes. I would have to double check as well. Another benefit I have by thieving this vegetable stall is I can easily camp the man and woman that spawn in this little area over here, as long as they're like around here. And with that, I can get easy prayer levels, like 45 prayer, which is the level we need for Mystic Might and an area task for the Lumbridge Diary. So that is pretty much our prayer goals sorted on this account. I'm still going to, of course, bury the bones, as more prayer is always better, and I'll need it for like future grinds. So, but yeah, it's pretty good. 45 HP. Getting really close to our HP grind as well. Of course we'll still be grinding it a ton because of the HP cape being next door to us. But another nice milestone to get. Almost 45 thieving as well. It's going pretty nicely, can't complain. And the vegetable stacks is going up pretty quick. And this will be 45 thieving. Very nice milestone. We can get quadruple loot from female H.A.M members. I don't know why female and male H.A.M members have different thieving level requirements, as I assume it's the same as old school. And they have both the same success / fail rate, you know, when pickpocketing them. So it's strange why one has a higher requirement than the other, when they both have the same chance of failure. Just something interesting, you know? Why does Jagex do that? 50 thieving. Quadruple loot from H.A.M members, male. So here we go. I'm just going to get 50 agility as I'm super close. So looking at the old school wiki, around at 50 thieving I'll get like a 73% chance of a successful thieve. I assume old school and RuneScape 3 will be the same, because let's face it, I doubt Jagex has updated the thieve chance, you know, like why would they? And with RuneScape being RuneScape as it is, with its updates, one small thing could easily cause heaps of issues. Like a few years ago with old school, when coin pouches came out and people getting PK'd and getting max cash stack, like such little things can just balk the game up. So I doubt they would change something like thieving rates unless it was something significant, which the wiki doesn't have anything saying about that. So I feel like it's a good chance that old school rates and RuneScape 3 rates are the same. Right here, there's 50 agility, and now with 50 agility we have a 50-50 chance of dodging the concussion attack. So it's not bad. 73% chance of failing, 23% chance of failing, and then a 50% chance of dodging the attack. Not bad chances at all. So I feel like we got some decent odds to start this grind for the H.A.M plan. Decided to finally start my crafting grind, as you need 3 crafting to polish buttons, and I've been banking them so to save inventory space and to be a bit more efficient. Whilst big boxed in H.A.M members, I thought let's get 3 crafting right away. As you can see, I'm doing it with turning clay into soft clay. With that, we've got an abundance from the imps, so we'll just bank. We're currently on 54 thieving. This is what the tab's looking like so far from the H.A.M members. It's looking pretty good, to be honest. Like 300 feathers is nothing to scoff at. And then with all these buttons, oh, can I just spam? Wow, one of the rare spammable things left in RuneScape. Because everything's like in an interface nowadays, so look at, I have not seen gains like this in ages. I wonder what it sounds like. Let's get the sounds on, let's have a little listen. Okay then, here we go. Ooh. Quite satisfying with the fireworks, ain't it? No one has seen gains like this in ages. Okay, and just like that. 8 crafting. Still probably be banking the opals and jades, as the lower crafting level you have, the higher chance you have to crush the gems into just crushed gems. That's what it's called, and it's useless. So we're gonna keep hoarding onto them till we have like a decent crafting level, and then we'll cut them and then see where we stand. So earlier I was killing some ducks for my daily combat XP lamp. I thought might as well, the Slayer task. I'll kind of want to get like a nice round number. And these guys give an insane amount of Slayer XP. Like look at that, 35 XP drop. I get 12 magic, 4 HP. So that means 19 XP is Slayer. Like, how does that make any sense? Like men... You'd think it'd be like the same HP as like you'd think it'd be the same XP as HP like in old school RuneScape, but for some reason Ducks is just super inflated in terms of XP. Now with this challenge lamp, 46 HP, let's go. Sadly, not enough for 10 Slayer. I was hoping to get a nice round number, so let's get another task. Kill this imp as well whilst we're running by. Gotta get as many beads as I can. Ah. No, I can't go to that guy. I can't go to Mazchana? He's a bit far away from me. Oh, okay, so she would have gave me Slayer bugs, but thankfully I've got Slayer tokens from doing my daily challenges. We are not getting Slayer locked at the moment, so it hurts to use one of these tokens for cows of all things, but you gotta do what you gotta do for your chunk, for the chunk man. Oh, it hurts. Okay, after looking at the wiki, they say ducks give way less XP than they actually do, so I'm curious. Are cows the same? 19 XP as well for a cow. Now how much does the wiki say? 10 Slayer? Yeah, the wiki says 3.3 XP for every cow kill. And we just saw that That's not the case at all. Boom, 19 XP. So I need to get in contact with the wiki people because a lot of their stats are wrong. Maybe it was like this before the combat rebalancing, but who knows? Oh, we have our first clue. I didn't know I was so close to get it, but then we had a back-to-back. We did a Lumbridge Duke step in the chest inside the Lumbridge Duke's room, and then we had the goblins, and then boom, our first easy clue. So let's see what's inside. I'm excited. Nothing. Yeah, that sounds about right. But hey, if we get a combo, those mithril arrows are useful. Let's get back to thieving. You might be wondering why I'm back at the vegetable stalls. And that's because after failing 5 times in a row, multiple times at H.A.M members, it's to the point where I want to dolphin dive out the nearest window. So I'm back at the stalls, just having a little break, calming down. Like, God, early game thieving. Well, actually, this is like mid-game thieving at this point. Still sucks royally when you have a decent fail rate on anything. So there we go, 55 thieving. Very nice. And I think that's all we got for this week. Very happy with how the stats are going. We're slowly approaching to the HP grind, same with the magic. Farming slowly but surely going up as well. Hopefully we can get 40 before we hit the Draenor chunk. Woodcutting whenever I want to AFK. Probably get some more of those passively next episode as well. 50 agility's nice, only 8 more left to get to the quadruple loot from Master Farmers. And then a staggering 26 levels from thieving alone this week. Very happy about that. Overall, pretty good progress. Oh, and all the diary tasks we've done as well. We got a ton of diaries and best in slots unlocked, so a very solid week this week. Hope everyone enjoyed. If you liked the video, please like it. Subscribe for the next episodes. Subscribe to stay in track of the next episodes. And hope everyone has a nice day. Bye guys.